Meghalaya Chief Secretary D.P. Walang on Friday inaugurated the STEM Education Hub and Soil Organic Carbon Detection Lab at the Nectar office located on the Survey of India campus in Shillong. Speaking on the significance of the STEM Education Lab, the Chief Secretary highlighted that Class 9 students are now learning coding, which is groundbreaking as coding is typically introduced at the undergraduate level. He emphasized that these students are also developing state-of-the-art robotics technology at the school level. Stating that the initiative will elevate students to a new level, the Chief Secretary said that the project director has been directed to expand the STEM lab to hundreds of schools to ensure maximum benefit for students across the state. Regarding the Soil Organic Carbon Detection Lab, the Chief Secretary stressed its importance, noting that analyzing the carbon content in soil will be highly beneficial for farmers in Meghalaya.
Seen the operationalization of the STEM lab just now. And at present, this STEM lab is operational at 2 schools only in the state of Meghalaya. And you see these young boys and girls, class 5 to class 7, then class 8 to class 10, how they're demonstrating all the equipments that they have developed through the STEM lab. Class 9 students are learning coding on their own with, of course, guidance from the teachers. It's something that is path-breaking. Usually coding is done at the undergraduate level, but now at class 9 they're doing it on their own, and they're developing robotics. They're developing, very state-of-the-art technology over here at the school level. So this will leapfrog and will ensure that the students go to a different level altogether. Today I was mentioning that we have the State Executive Committee, the Project Appraisal Board meeting of the SSA, and I've asked the State Project Director to ensure that the STEM lab is spread across at least 100 schools so that the students will benefit. It helps the students not only in learning about new things, but most important is critical thinking. What you learn through the textbook and what you practically see and you touch the projects or with your own bare hands, that is totally a different feel altogether. And that will help them build up the interest, build up the scientific temper that is also required. You see, the school curriculum is being revised. You are fully aware of that because along with the NRF, the SRF is also being revised. And with the revision of the school curriculum, then these new fields will enter. We are talking about robotics, we are talking about AI, we are talking about IoT, we are talking about new language learning. So all these will be part of the curriculum, and I'm sure that the students will benefit. We are also in touch with NCERT. You're fully aware of that. And we will incorporate whatever NCERT will have in the curriculum, and we'll add more to that also to make it more dynamic.
We are here today at the inauguration of the STEM Educational Lab at the Nectar facility at Barik Point, Shillong, Meghalaya. So we're very excited to be here and to help set up the STEM Educational Hub. Now, the real question is, what is the STEM Educational Hub and why are we setting it up at Nectar? So STEM really stands for science, technology, engineering and math. And as we know, the way of the future and many of the careers of the future are going to be related to technology. The whole world is moving towards technology. Even all of us have a smartphone in our hands. We are using computers. So in order to have children of Meghalaya from all schools have access to the science, the liking of science, to invoke their curiosity, to have activity-based stuff so that they can start liking science. And based on science, once they start liking science, technology is in fact built on science, right? And engineering is built on science. So first we start off with activity-based, what we call STEM activity kits, to have students not study from textbooks. They're doing activities. Because they're doing activities, they start liking it. And what we found, and when we've been doing this at community centers in Soharam, we've been doing this in a couple of schools in Meghalaya, at Minkin School and Mongap School. Some of the children over here at the inauguration are from Mongap School, who we've been working with the past 2 years. So they've all really taken to this STEM activities because they suddenly start liking what they're doing, and based on what they're doing, they start thinking, oh, this is why things are working. Because when you're doing something with your hand, things don't work the first time, and then they ask, okay, why didn't it work? And based on that, they try and what's called troubleshoot. They're developing their critical thinking skills, their curiosity on why things are not working, and based on that, then they start understanding the concepts. So it's when you're doing applied learning or experiential learning, and even the National Education Policy (NEP) talks about this. Now the NCRT, from the government of India, and then the NCRT and the different boards, the CBSE boards and the state boards have started adopting this kind of learning as part of the curriculum. So in order to expose different schools in Meghalaya to this kind of STEM education, we are setting up the lab here at Nectar, so that it is not only available to only one school. Many schools, students from many schools can come and participate. We'll be having different workshops where they can come. We'll have competitions, so that there'll be that excitement to learn. That's the main idea of setting up the hub.